Alright, welcome back everybody. Today, figured since I saw some pretty good deals on Marketplace the last time when I was looking for some of the crazy ones, thought I'd try to find a couple to highlight that might be cool projects to check into, or maybe somebody else would be interested. So let's give her a look here. First one I got for y'all. It's a 1968 Chevy C20, $750. Typical rust on the rocker. Let's see what the description says here. 68 C20, some parts have been removed for another project. Bed sides are decent. Floor was plated. Needs cab corners, rockers. Cab braces are not good. Typical rust, but there's plenty of replacement steel for all of that. Has a 350 in it, but it's gonna need, looks like all the glass, but glass isn't that hard to get, and it's not terribly expensive. Has a good title. $750. Works for me. Looks like it's got a 67 front clip, either a 67 front clip or a 68 box, but I think it was listed as a 68, right? Yeah, 68. Coil spring. Yeah, it's rough, it needs work, but $750, that's a great place to start. I think anyway. Next up here, looks like a 59 Chevy Viking. This red one right here. Well, it's probably red at some point. I'm actually kind of looking at this. Looks like a International over here. 40s International. I wonder. I'd like to know more about that one actually. 59 Viking, cab over engine dump truck. Truck ran and drove to work. It was parked a couple years ago. 350 small block, 4-speed. Has a title, but $6,000. I don't know about that. But these cab overs, and it's not. I don't know if that's quite the cab over style most guys are looking for right now, but that is a pretty cool truck. 59 Viking, 6,000. Boy, I don't know. It's gonna need everything. That's a cool truck. It's in great shape. Good exhaust. A little rough around the cab corners and the rockers there. $350 down inside that thing. Cool truck. I don't know if it's $6,000 cool, but cool truck. Alright, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. 1970 Catalina. It's a crew cab, but you know, those are getting pretty popular right now. A lot of people are liking the idea of being able to load the family up and go to car shows, drag and drive events, things like that. I just love those the Pontiac styling in the 70s. It was pretty neat. Very unique. Cool taillights. Seats a little rough, but it looks like the interior is there for the most part. Like I said, it is 4-door, but you know, these things are getting harder and harder to find in the 2-door variety, so you gotta work with what you got and you can make it cool. $1,900, and you know, you could probably talk the guy into 15, maybe less. And looks like it's got the 400 in it. Yeah. 4-door, 400, 4-barrel, 400 turbo. Needs fuel filters. Huh? That would be a pretty fun one to put together, just like cruise car shows and things like that. Take the whole family. Hell, those things are so big you could take your family and somebody else's family too. I miss 70s cars. 120 mile an hour on the old speedo there. I don't know if that big old boat can do it with that 400, you know. You never know. And 70 was pretty much the peak horsepower year for every manufacturer and everything they were building at the time before the 73 oil embargo. So that would be a fun one, especially for that price. You don't have to keep the 400 in it either, you know. There's plenty of room in that engine bay for, say, a 630 cubic box. Or just, you know, pull an old 454 out of an RV. Even go the twin turbo LS route. Make it a sleeper. That thing would be pretty cool. That'd be a fun project. Freeport, Illinois, $1,900. Cool. Okay, well, this is a little different. 1982 Chevrolet Corvette. I'm guessing it says Corvette because Chevette isn't an option for marketplace listing. Let's see, 1982 Chevette runs, drives, needs some TLC, clean title, pretty solid car. Clearly this is not a Corvette. Yeah, that's what I thought. Facebook doesn't have Chevette as a car model, so they picked Corvette. Okay, whatever. Vet's a vet, right? Anywho, you know, there's guys that are actually turning these into cool little sleepers and drag cars. It's another 4-door. Like I say, finding 2-door anything nowadays is getting harder and harder. The old crap box. Chev it or leave it. It could be an interesting one to put a hot small block in, or an LS. Turn it into a sleeper. Who knows? $2,000. I mean, I don't know, I guess that's not terribly out of hand for a Chevette. An 82 Chevette. Wow. Alright, now we got a 66 Impala. Ooh. Iconic front end. Just Impalas are just iconic no matter what year it seems like. Well, until you get to the modern ones, I guess. Body by Fisher. Look at the look at all the room in that engine bay. Let's see what does it say for the motor, does it? Restore, moving the city. Doesn't say anything about the title either. Manual transmission. Well, judging from the valve covers, it's a small block, and I wouldn't want a small block in something like that. Run and manual transmission, I just like that one, but there's an automatic. Magical. There's no seats or carpet or anything, but floor pans. It's okay. Really solid car. 1982 Chevy El Camino. The G body. $700. Now, I've already read the description, so I'm going to read this for you guys. It's pretty good. $700 cash money, title in hand. Been sitting for years, could run with some work. Yes, it has a V6. If you're interested, come look. I'm not answering 1 million questions. $750 car? No, it ain't gonna be perfect. See, no, that is a man after my own heart. That is how you list a vehicle like that. And that is a great price to list it for. Yes, it needs work. I mean, it's rusty. Fairfield, Iowa. So yeah, I mean, it's in the Rust Belt. It's seen some rust. It's, you know, it's a little rough, but hey, G-body El Camino, man. It looks pretty solid for the most part underneath. Of course, it would need everything, just like anything else that's set. That has me a little concerned. I'm wondering if that's scaling or if that's missing. Kind of hard to tell from these pictures. Looks like for the most part it's fairly solid. The scaling, like I say. Even if it is more than scaling, it's just metal. Replace it. Ooh, it's got coilovers in it. Somebody was hauling those or with that. Usually it's for a truck. Pretty cool though. $700. And it's basically a blank canvas. Go nuts with it. Do anything you want. Great price, great car. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to have to admit, this one's got me scratching my head a little bit. 1960 Plymouth 4-door for $750? That can't be right. 60 Plymouth, 6, 3-speed, runs good, front power disc brakes, like new. Selling as a parts car. Some odds and ends missing. Have the title. Has rust. Well, 1960, I would expect it to have some rust. Windshield, front seat, missing. Have grill, rear bumper. Answer to the wheel. Who wants to? $750 though, for real? Says he has the grill. That's classic 60s there, late 50s, early 60s. Look at that thing. I've seen these before, that styling that Plymouth did. Can't remember what they called that, but very unique, kind of cool. Got a brand new master cylinder booster in it. Brand new brake lines, brake parts. Tires look decent. And that's $750 and it has a title. Wow, man. I'm just kind of blown away. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think about that one. I mean, you wouldn't have to keep the drivetrain that's in there, you know. Put something modern in there. Of course, I would put an LS in it. Yeah, make the Mopar people scream. But yeah, 60 Plymouth, $750. All right, 70. Another 70. Olds 88. This thing's been sitting in a barn for a while. Hopefully a good thing. Another, oh, what the hell? Okay, well, looks like we only get those two pictures of the car. Let's see what the description says. Or best offer on any of them. Any questions? Just ask. Worst I can say is no. Or best offer on any of them. So $2,500 best offer? I don't know. Don't know without seeing what the interior looks like. Maybe get some pics of the bottom there, bro. Let us see what's under the hood and give us a little bit more to go on. $2,500. I don't know, it's probably fair. It looks pretty solid, but like I said, better pictures would definitely help. But it could definitely be an interesting project. It is a two-door, and it is a 70. All right, and here we got another Plymouth. This time it's 74 Satellite. I thought they were okay looking. '74 Plymouth Satellite Sebring. 318. Had it running enough to drive it around the yard on a gallon of gas. Piece fuel and brake system. Has new carpet and headliner for it. Good title. Right? That's a big plus right there. $1,750. That is not bad. Once again, I'd put an LS in it, but that's just me. Yeah. Mopar, guys, there you go. That would be a decent one. All right. I had to throw this one in here. This one's just too funny not to show you. 67 Chevelle SS Project. Yeah, I'd call that a project, all right. 67 Chevelle SS needs some work to become a car again. Have the build tag, no title. Yeah, okay. No powertrain, rolling chassis. $3,000. $3,000. Yeah, that's a bit much for. The hood is damaged. Back glass is broken out. Yeah. Missing everything in the engine bay except for the brake master cylinder, it looks like. The roof's been caved in. Can't read the emblem on the side, so we don't know if it's a 327, 396. $3,000. Well, here's what I have to say about that. Okay, now here's a cool one. 73 Buick Apollo. Now, essentially this is the same as Chevy Nova, as most car guys will already know. I can't remember which body. This is B-body. Yeah, I think it's B-body. I don't know. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. But it's really clean. The frame is in great shape. A little bit of rust there on the rocker that I can see, but overall it looks fairly solid. I mean, look at that. The door jamb looks fantastic. The floors, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say with the picture. Looks like it's must be felt or something there. Maybe carpet. Maybe that is the old carpet. I don't know. There's the grill, and looks like some parts in there. The interior is definitely going to need some love. It's going to need a windshield. Oh, there's the bumpers for it. A couple less things to worry about. Gas tank actually looks in good shape. That might have been replaced at some point. A little bit of rot on that back quarter panel right there. That's typical. Oh, there's all the door cards. Looks like most of the interior pieces. So it's mostly there, it looks like. 2,000 bucks. 73 Apollo. You can put anything in that. Big block, small block, LS. Make it a Nova SS clone if you wanted. I mean, or keep it the Buick Apollo. Not a bad project for $2,000. It could be something fun. Alright, got one more to show you guys before I wrap this video up. This one's a 69 Chevy Caprice. Another land yacht from the late 60s. Cool cars if you ask me. I just love these big old boats. Look at that, you got enough trunk space for Jimmy Hoffa and his entire crew in there. Or a family of 4 in the front and a family of 8 in the trunk. All head to the drive-thru. I remember those days. Of course it needs work. It looks like they have some type of shag dash cover on it there. With some moss growing on the floorboard. I'm sure it's gonna need, you know, typical stuff, but looks like the frame's pretty solid, and if you look along the rocker there, it doesn't look too bad. A little rot in the floorboard there, that's probably where the moss is growing. But yeah, look at the rockers and stuff, that's all really solid, really nice. I'm impressed. But of course, you know, you have to do brake lines, fuel lines, all that. And, you know, something like this, 1,500 bucks, you'll never get into something what you put into it normally, but something like this would be a really fun project. And, you know, personally, 69, I'd have to put a big block in it. You know, either keep it traditional, like a 396, maybe a 454, or jump up to the 502, 572, 632. I know an LS would probably make this car scoot too and run good, but you gotta look at the size of this thing too. And if that hood was open, I guarantee you there's enough space in there for the motor and probably another 4 passengers if you really wanted to squeeze them in there. These things were giant. But they are cool. I think anyway. And it is a 2-door. No, it's not gonna go to the drag strip and destroy Hellcats or anything, but boy would that be a fun cruiser with a big block in it. Or like I say, even an LS. Yeah. Well, anywho, that's gonna be it for this one. I really appreciate everybody that stuck through to the end, and if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment if you want. Just make sure they're nice ones. Those crappy ones really suck. Just be nice people. It doesn't hurt. Anyway, flood run's going to be coming up here in another week and a half. Going to be getting lots of footage from that, hopefully. Bike run along the Mississippi River on the Wisconsin side. Should be a pretty good time. I want to take everybody for the ride, so make sure you subscribe, click the bell, and don't miss out on all the fun. Thanks again, and everybody keep her between the ditches. Have a great day.